Hey, what's going on? It's Rick here. And if you've ever wanted the Spigen Neo Hybrid with a clear back, then this is the case for you. It is the Spigen Neo Hybrid EX. It is designed for your iPhone 6s Plus. It'll also work on the 6 Plus. And this is the case that it ships in. And I've got it with the rose gold bumper. This does have metallicized buttons on it. Those buttons are made out of plastic, but they look like metal. And let's take a look at what you get inside of the box real quickly here, because you get the case, but you also get a certificate of authenticity. I've said it before about this case. I really like how lightweight and slim it is. And it's also going to give a good level of protection, a moderate level. So let's talk about the weight here of the case for just a moment. We'll go ahead and put it on the scale, and you'll see how much you're adding to your iPhone 6s Plus or 6 Plus. It comes in at just about 34 to 35 grams. So that's not too bad for a case like this. Now to install it, you're going to want to remove the bumper first, because that'll make the TPU a little bit more flexible to install your phone into. And you're just going to lay one corner in and then pop all the other corners into place as you see me doing here. Screen shields should work pretty well with this, as long as they're not the edge-to-edge type. Then you might run into some compatibility issues. To install, you're going to go from the back end. Spigen recommends doing it the opposite direction of what I'm showing you here. So in other words, start with the bottom, push up, and then work at the top and push that in. But I find that they both work pretty well, so you can do it either way. Here's what it looks like. You are going to get a little bit of a lay on the table design with this one. So face down on a flat surface, the case will touch, not the screen, and you can catch a glimpse of that here. Down below, here's what it looks like. It's really clean, but I do want to call this out. It's recessed, so it's not going to work with things like your Lightning connector dock by Apple or third-party connectors. So that is a caution there. Spigen branding along the side. You've got your sleep awake power button also covered up. We'll talk about responsiveness in just a minute. Up along the top, it is all enclosed. And then as we take a look along the other side, you've got access to your mute switch as well as your volume buttons, which are also that plastic button, but they look like metal. So again, it's a really clean look, and I imagine this would match the rose gold iPhone very nicely. Those buttons are extremely responsive. There's no problem pressing them whatsoever. Volume buttons, sleep awake power button, they react the same, so you're not going to have an issue there. Here's the nice thing about this particular model. It's clear on the back, and it's got a hint of a dotted design. Doesn't really bother me. You might catch it on the Apple here, but that's going to minimize fingerprinting. And you see the camera cutout there. No issue with whiteout or washout in photos or videos when the flash fires. Here's the added bonus. I popped on a different bumper from one of the other Spigen Neo hybrids. This one is silver. And so the nice thing is you can mix and match from the Spigen Neo Hybrid, the Neo Hybrid EX, and the Neo Hybrid Carbon series. So mix and match to get the color combination you want. And I think on the silver iPhone, this looks pretty slick, and you can see what that looks like. It is the Spigen Neo Hybrid EX with metallicized buttons. It's available now. I'll link to it in the description down below. I would definitely say go for it. It's got a nice look to it, especially if you want a clear back, and mix and match it with some good colors for the bumper. If you have questions, comments, or feedback, as always, leave them down below or hit me up on Twitter at metagamers, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.